this is Emma from the University of ADHD podcast, and today we're going to talk about 6 worries that mature students with ADHD have before they start college and university. You might be thinking about starting a college or university course, but your worries are holding you back from even applying. It can be quite daunting going back into education years after leaving school, especially if you have ADHD, and even more so if you've had a bad experience at school. Here I'll list 6 common worries that mature students have, and I'll tell you why you don't need to worry about these things. Number 1, I'm too old. You're not too old. When you've got ADHD, life very rarely goes in a straight line, and it's rare to do the typical school, college, uni trip that many people do. I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. By the time I went to university, I was more mature, and while I'm not saying that I was a responsible saint that didn't miss any lectures and studied all the time, my head was in a much better place to learn. I've been back to university several times in my adult life. I'm 41 now, and I would do it again. When I started my undergraduate degree, my dad started his. He was 50. There was a retired teacher on my psychology master's course. When I taught at the college, there were students in the 70s and 80s doing photography courses and other creative subjects. You really are not too old. This also goes for, it's too late for me to change career. Even if you've only got a couple of years until you retire, make those years as amazing as you can doing what you want to do in life. Number 2, all the other students will be younger than me. As I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of mature students doing courses in colleges and universities, so it's likely that you won't be the only one. Plus, being older than other students isn't necessarily a bad thing. You'll have more life experience and likely more transferable skills and coping strategies. This can give you an advantage over your younger peers. You can build your confidence talking to people from different backgrounds. Number 3, I didn't do well at school. Good news. College is nothing like school. I hated school. I found it difficult to engage in subjects I would then go on to love. College was a different thing altogether. You're choosing a subject you're interested in, so most of what you'll be learning will be interesting to you. And in colleges, the majority of the time, the people who teach you are involved in the industry that you're learning about. Learning in college is a lot more inclusive. If you've got ADHD or ADHD symptoms, you can access support through the Student Disability or Inclusivity Department at colleges and universities. If you've been left with negative beliefs about yourself, there's help that you can get with that to see your strengths. I use CBT or cognitive behavioural therapy techniques with clients to help you get rid of these self-limiting beliefs so that you can thrive and achieve your dreams. Number 4, what if it's too hard? Nothing worth having comes easy, and people with ADHD can thrive in challenging situations. You will likely surprise yourself. If it's something that you want to do, you can achieve it. Again, work on those self-limiting beliefs. Also, what ifs serve nobody. You can do all the what if thinking, and if it doesn't happen, all of that what ifing was for nothing. What if it's not too hard? What if it's challenging enough to make it interesting? If it was too easy, you'd get bored and you would likely not be able to stick at it. See if there are any affordable online courses about the subject before you make that investment and decide to do a college or university course, to see if that subject really is for you. You may decide that online or distance learning is better for you, but be careful to check that they're properly accredited and will give you the actual qualifications that you need and are not just some cheap diploma with, in inverted commas, quality assurance from an organisation which employers wouldn't touch with a barge pole, which sadly many online courses are these days. There are a lot of fake cheap courses out there, especially with the advent of AI. Remember, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Number 5, I've never done anything like this before. Good. New experiences make us tick. Think about the enjoyable aspects of the course you want to do and what you will get out of it. I'm not saying that it will be easy. It will likely be really daunting and scary, but don't let that stop you. The only way to move forward and make changes in your life is to push yourself out of that comfort zone. Fear and excitement have similar physiological responses. Faster heart rate, increased sweating, and the butterflies in your stomach. Grab hold of that feeling and turn it into excitement. If you've got ADHD, one of the bonuses is that you're highly likely to achieve something that you're excited about and interested in. Plus, the hardest part sometimes is starting. Often things aren't as scary or overwhelming as we think they're going to be. If you experience anxiety, I can help. You could also try mindfulness to help you to relax and be present rather than letting the time machine in your head leap forward but jump to the wrong conclusions. Don't let your ADHD or past experiences hold you back. Set your goals and go and get them. Number 6, the cost of the course and fitting it in with other commitments. This is understandably a big one. There are lots of study options to help you to afford to go to college and university. In the UK, there are learner loans for your first full level 3 courses and above at college. And there are student loans for undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. You can do distance learning so that you can work around full or part-time employment and your family commitments. Many colleges and universities have payment plans for your courses so that you can afford to pay in instalments. Contact the college or university you're interested in and ask to speak to somebody who can give you advice about the course fees, learner loans, grants and payment plans. And remember, you can shop around. If you feel that your confidence is holding you back or you'd like more advice, go to rethink-adhd.co.uk and book a free 20-minute call with me so we can discuss how I can help you. This has been Emma for the University of ADHD podcast. And next week I've got 4 more informative and useful podcast episodes, so I'll join you next week. Bye.